Add tracks on the beat.
Meet up in New York City. I am Abby Harris, your host today.
What up, what up? Welcome to Beyond the Blockchain. I am your host, Abby Harris. Good morning. Welcome to Beyond the Blockchain podcast. I am your host, Abby Harris. Today we have a spotlight guest, Mike Fiata. We will be talking about things that's happening in Empire DAO, the new season. Today is April 1st, Monday, the jump off, the kickoff of everything that's happening inside of NYC during NFT NYC. Also, I will be raffling off a desk. Yes, a desk at Empire DAO from the 2nd to the 4th. They will be giving out desks. So if you have a chance to be a part of this group, Empire DAO NYC co-working and social club pop-up. This is going to be an experience. It's happening NFT NYC April 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. It will be at Lumi, 393 Broadway 5th Avenue, and it will be open from 9 to 6 p.m. So if you have to work and while you're in this town, while you're in the city enjoying your, oh my goodness, yeah. Guys, Crypto Pup want to say hi to you. Say hi, Crypto Pup. Say hi to everyone, Crypto Pup. Okay, so, like I was trying to explain before, rudely interrupted by Crypto Pup. If you in town for NFT NYC, if you're in town, then make sure you be a part of a lot of things. It's my web network group. I have a list of all the side events is in there. There's access, there's codes, there's VIP codes. So make sure you tune in. Today's spotlight guest, like I said, it will be Mike Fiata. And check out the interview. Let's go. Welcome to Beyond the Blockchain. Today I have Mike Fiata. This is one that's a special one for me because I had a lot of great experiences within the space. I can't say more other than I'm looking forward to the second chapter of Empire DAO. So welcome, Mike.
Thank you. You're a huge part of the community, and you made it what it was. So thank you. Yes.
Yeah. So for all those who don't know, Empire DAO was, for me, I called it the epicenter of New York City. If you was in the Web3 or tech space, this was the actual first place that you could come home to, a place where there was nothing but creators that had the same ideology, the same mindset, changing the world, solving problems with tech. And Mike was the brainchild behind this whole concept. So how do you feel about that, Mike?
Oof, I mean, it was a lot. My mom told me early on to try not to be the dumbest person in the room. And at Empire DAO, I built a space where that was normal. Everyone around me was just, bigger brains, building things. I was constantly inspired and just learning nonstop by people who were building across the board. And the reason I love it is it's the internet in general. So people were building music and art and tech and clubs, and it was just across the spectrum of the type of things that people were working on. So I was in love with the whole experience. I loved watching the connections happen and the people meeting each other and the sparks flying that did happen there.
So it's good to say that you birthed a lot of babies here. And a lot of startups came from under your roof.
Yeah. A lot of people met their investors. A lot of people, like, things that wouldn't have happened because of that. People met their founders and developers, and their roommates and their boyfriends, and So yeah, a lot happened there, and we need to get that back going, get some more of it.
No, it was, listen, I wouldn't even have my show if it wasn't for you and Empire and just the whole vibe of everything. And I'm always appreciative of everything that I have learned. So there's been a gap. It's been a few months. New season. We're in the uptrend of things. We have never been since 2021. And there's a new season of Empire. Please explain the new season of Empire.
So it really is going back to what we were going for the whole time, right? Like the idea was to own that building and for it to be community owned, tokenized from the top down, and everything to be tradable, whether it's the desks or the event passes and all that. And idea was let's get in and build it. And we had a couple collapses around us, and that the commercial real estate world collapsed, and also the crypto crash. And so it was like, all right, we've got a model that is not sustainable here, right? Kind of like WeWork. WeWork's, I'm a huge fan, and I like the product, but the model is not the same when you're leasing and subleasing. So we took some time since then during this bear market, and we've been rebuilding. So not only our tech stack of how things would work on chain, but also our regulatory stack and how we're going to do things in a compliant way that can have this shared ownership model and do everything that we want to do. The community stack is there, right? And that always needs to expand, but those are kind of the three. So I'll dive in a little bit into the regulatory type. So we started a REIT, an on-chain REIT. A REIT is a real estate investment trust, and you see these all around. There's not too many. There's only a couple hundred, I think, in the U.S. One of them you might know is public storage. Public storage is something that you can invest in, and a REIT's good. It's got some really nice tax benefits to it, but the profits, 90% of them have to go back to the investors, and so and I think there's a limit to about a percentage that could be, I think it's about 10%, the most someone can hold, and you have to have at least 100 owners or so. So by putting this on chain, we're able to do a lot of things. And the other is kind of the idea of who can own an ownership check. Right now, there's accredited investors are the only ones that can own and invest in companies. But I think it was during the Obama era, there was the Regulation A, which allows for many people to own and not accredited. In this way, we can now have a system where we can acquire buildings 100%, have zero debt on them, and then the revenue that comes through it can be redistributed back to the investors. And if you think of a Venn diagram, we could have members and investors, and we want to close that. Right, we want the members to be in there to have the ability to be airdropped actual ownership units in the building itself. So we are working towards that now, and so we're revamping the community on the digital side. We just had our membership launch for the OGs while we build up, and we are going to have our first REIT offering. I think in the next few weeks or so. I think it's less than that actually, but of a building that we're looking at, and we're going to be opening that up. So a long story to say is we want the same vibe, everything that you know and love about Empire DAO, where you can go, stay focused, work during the day, build what you build, pop out. You've got all these great builders around you. At night, there's these social events happening that are still art, comedy, tech, Crypto Mondays, all the things for people to learn, connect, and create with each other. So same vibes as it always was, but now we found a structure where the members can actually be owners.
No, that's amazing. That is using problem solving at its best with tech. Anna.
Oh, we're multi-chain, Mike. We're tinkering everywhere. I mean, we've got a lot of things that we're doing there. We are looking at for the NFC tech and for the day-to-day. Solana being a fast, rapid, easy way. Typically, it's been a little congested during the meme Bitcoin season, which has been happening the last few weeks. So we've seen, everything that we expected on there. It's got to change a little bit because it's actually not able to handle all the bandwidth, which is it. So for us, we're looking at building on Bitcoin with ordinals through some of the entities. We're always looking at Ethereum layer 2s. We're pretty deep into base, and then we're Solana as well. So just chatted with Cameron from Near, who is there. There's a lot of potential for us to build all across the board on different chains.
No, I'm excited
Does a lot make
because
sense to us?
huh?
Les, just the answer. We found a rockstar Rust developer. That's the simple answer. Is like you find someone who can build on it, and we found one. So
Oh no, that's always cool. That's always cool because having the right team is very important. Um, so so how is okay? So basically, in the REITs, you kind of like the first of its kind in New York City. Is there any other companies in New York City that's doing this? Or
there's other REITs for sure. We're no different than the other ones. We're calling it Empire Innovation REIT. So we're trying to create a new sector for it.
mm,
But there's definitely hundreds of REITs out there that we are doing something similar. I don't know if they're who's based in New York and whatnot, but in terms of this type of ownership, no. Again, public storage is kind of like the best comparable one, I think, because it's like, oh, members will use this. They'll have a need for this. I will invest in the REIT because I think it's going to be successful. And you go, oh, wow, these guys have created an NFC chip system where people can go in and they can receive airdrops, and they're creating, and because they're building something, they're more successful. There's going to be a need for these buildings. They're going to create something. I want to be a part of that. So we are competing with every other REIT in the world, but we're also trying to reimagine that whole space and how it works.
and as usual, setting the trend because you were definitely a trendsetter in our space. um, okay, Mike. I've been checking it out. A few things. One, I have my own community inside of Telegram's Cold Web Network, and I was on my show today, and I love the commercial. The commercial is exciting. I done played it on my show 2 times, but I was thinking about.
Yeah.
I'm going to matter of fact because I got 2 desks. And what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna get a third one, but I'm gonna raffle this third one off inside of my Telegram group. Um,
Nice.
yeah, because I'm a believer in the community. A lot of things a lot of contacts and connections. Like I said, even my show wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be doing this, and I do it daily now off of this. So I'm super excited. I remember at some point in time, you guys was doing coffee and vending machines. Is that still in the play?
Yeah, ultimately, as of right now, no. But yeah, you know me. I mean, Wi-Fi and coffee are the kind of live streams for for running daytime office space and grind space, if you will. So you definitely need that. Coffee will be back,
Okay.
and then the vending machine is you were well aware of that. That was meant to be kind of a prototype of what we're just to demonstrate from a very small scale level of how other people can do it. That's kind of got backburnered a bit. Still have it, so it'll be back. But as of now, we're completely focused on the REIT and actually having physical full buildings, and then sides will work from there.
Okay. Last thing. On-chain show. Just tell a brief explanation of with this on-chain, with your on-chain talks.
Sure. So on-chain stories is a way to elevate and amplify our members. So it's a good way for them to share what they're working on, get them exposure if they're looking for developers, salespeople, whatever it might be. We want to give them an exposure to connect them with the rest of the community. So it's a way for us, me personally, to learn about what the latest of what you're building. But we want it to be value add, right? That's what Empire DAO has always been, has been a place to connect with others. And we did wonderfully in an IRL sense during the season 1 pop up, but now we're doing a digital infrastructure to get that in place, add in the IRL, and around we go. But again, it's really to highlight what members are building, and it's for us to give utility to our users. It's you've got a desk, you believe in us, you're going on. We want to believe in you. You're a member. You have that in common with the other members. Well, let's put you on. Let's give you that distribution.
Yeah. Opportunity when it presents itself is always good when it comes from a community because there's always other people that's uplifting you and very supportive. And like I said, this is for me, it's my second home. um, Last thing, how could they be a part of the Mint? When is the next event? Actually, there's 3 questions. And NFT NYC, what is happening?
Yeah, so if you want to be part of the Mint, head to mint.empiredao.xyz. It's in the Twitter profile. Make sure you go to that one, that link. Yeah, we're in the middle of the OG Mint right now, so kind of opening up, and we'll be running a bigger public one shortly. And so I would say get it now in the OG Mint. These are for the ones that really believe, and events. So we are intending to activate soon and add an NFT NYC. So we are looking at activating. I'll keep it at this for now until we actually have something. But we want to have a space for our members during NFT NYC. We're not locked in yet, so I can't say anything yet. But we intend to have something for our members there. If not, we'll be doing something shortly after for the members.
Okay. On that note, thank you, Mike. I really appreciate you.
Thank you.
Anything else?
No, just thanks for being a desk member. What did you design? What was your desk look like? Does it look like one of yours? Did you take your time with it? Where you're like, oh man, I have to think about what I'm designing when I do this desk?
Well, it was kind of simple because I had an idea of what I wanted once I went through it, because I went through it like 2 or 3 times,
Yeah.
And then like one of my desks, here we go. One of them, I went with the gold. The gold.
I saw that one.
Yeah.
I got the drone on there. Yeah.
I got the drone because.
Dude, I used that one. I used that one. You got a drone on your desk.
Yeah. Literally, I got a drone on my desk. And then the other one, and the action figure, because I work out, right? And I want to be an action figure. But the other one is the 420.
Yeah. Nice. In the data center. Yeah, with the Bitcoin on there.
Yeah.
Really good. I'm glad you had fun with that. Yeah, we thought that was a creative process for both us, but for you as a user to really demonstrate who you are and what you're putting together.
Yeah.
I think about it a lot. I kind of can't go in the Mint site because I'm like, oh, I want another one. Because I really like, designing. So it's really cool to see what people come up with. It's meant to be yours. Think of it like your membership. If you had a credit card and they're like, hey, do you want the Disney design or the football team? Sure, that shows who I am. Well, it's kind of the same thing. Our NFTs are just memberships, and we want you to design it and put your personality in it. So those of you who haven't minted, please do. And thank you, Abby, for renting yours and for being part of the community.
Absolutely. Appreciate you. Thank you for tuning in to Be on the Blockchain podcast. Same bad time, same bad time. Peace.
Our tracks on the beat.